you started a handyman company when you were 14. Is that right?
I did, yeah, with a friend of mine up at our cottage on Georgian Bay. We had a little tin boat, the 99, and that was kind of our way to get gas money and treats and ice cream and what have you. And we started hauling garbage, mowing lawns, things like that. And then a couple of contractors and framing companies up there had us bring them lumber, and then it was carry the lumber and then measure that, cut it. And before we knew it, it was get up on the roof and cut me a valley jack and bang in some nails. So we kind of, we eased into our apprenticeship hours that way, and it was great. It had a little bit of everything. It had the boats, it had the equipment, the machinery, the tools, and we were making some money and having fun.
Have you always been entrepreneurial? Was that your first one, or is there a lemonade stand in there somewhere?
I don't think I ever did. We lived in the country, so a lemonade stand, the lemonade would get warm before anyone drove by. But growing up, with my dad having his company and my mom taking care of the books, getting a job was not really something I grew up with. It was, you create your job, you make the job, and if you don't work, you don't eat. That was the lesson. So I don't think a lifelong job as an employee was ever in the cards for me.
So this handyman business, was this like out in the islands? Were you on the mainland for the most part? Or when you were saying you were hauling garbage, I was kind of picturing this coming from like island cottages. Yeah,
it's a 30,000 islands area up. We were in the Moon River area, Mactier, Woods Bay.
Beautiful.
That opened up into Sans Souci. And so, if you had a boat and a strong back, there was always work.
Awesome. So did that have anything? It sounds like islands are like a huge part of your life now and then. And yeah.
Always grown
like
up,
a segue
on the water, and my dad was a sailor, so we spent time on the boats, and that's kind of how we started exploring down in Florida and the Bahamas as well. And Georgian Bay is one of those places. Growing up, you're at as a teenager, you're at a party, half an hour away, through a maze of islands, and it was, that was always, it was always a lot of fun. It was always comfortable, and I have a thing for islands and water, I suppose.
Definitely some logistical challenges working around water and up north in Georgian Bay area, I can imagine.
Yeah, barging everything in. It's a lot of manual labor. We built our lake house, our cottage up there as well, and it was a lot of machinery, getting things off the barge and up the hill and building roads and that kind of thing. So, I mean, it really was a playground at work and play.
Yeah, a fun thing to be doing when you're 14.
Yes.